After the surprising announcement that Mr. Lance was returning to the classroom, East needed a new assistant principal. After several rounds of interviews, Mr. Kirk Ranney was unanimously chosen by the East Middle School staff to be part of the administrative team.
I came to East for a couple of reasons. I think the first one was I heard so many good things about the kids and the staff, and I'd kind of seen and heard about some of the really cool projects and learning that happens here, so that was really exciting. And the other part for me was just to get to work with a different age group. Coming from elementary school, I was just really looking forward to working with middle school age kids and doing my best to support teaching and learning. I am really going to work on building relationships with staff and students and getting to know everybody, being new. I think that's super important. And the other thing I'm really interested in, I guess there are two more things, is making sure that East is a safe place to learn, and also making sure that when we're in class, we're learning the things we need to be. The most important part of school, I would say, is I think the teaching and learning that happens in classrooms. I also think a close second is cafeteria, because that's a place for kids and adults and everyone to connect and build relationships and kind of get to know one another. I think that's a really important part of school as well.
Now it's time for a lightning round with random questions about Mr. Ranney.
I was born in Milford, Delaware. It's a small town, and we call it Slower Lower Delaware. Probably the Philadelphia Eagles or the Philadelphia Phillies, depending on the season. Right now, they're both my favorite because football and baseball is happening all together. I have two daughters, Sage and Lucy, and they are 3rd and 5th graders, Michigan. I usually think that the fact that I grew up in Delaware is pretty interesting because most people haven't been there. So I'm going to roll with that. My family all still lives there, so I think that I'm a Delawarean, the first state, in case any history buffs out there are wondering. Thompson. Currently, I wouldn't say I play any team sports, but I used to play basketball and baseball and tennis and soccer.
Thanks for watching this get-to-know video about Mr. Ranney. This has been Emma and Adelaide reporting for Trojan TV.